I've been seeing the comments. Kenny's been ducking the quizzes. He's not the same as he used to be. He ain't got the knowledge that he used to have. And it hurts my heart. It truly does. Today we have the tough NBA riddles to test your knowledge, Kenny. It's specifically made for me. So let's do it. Also, we brought in a second batch of these Enjoy Basketball hats and t-shirts because the first one did so well. So if you missed out on the drop, I'll put the link in the description. Really up to you. All right. My framing might not be right. Let's get this right. Oh, actually, this works. Okay. 25 questions. Yeah, that's better. 25 questions, 25 minutes. Actually, I'm gonna restart. I don't need the time. I'm gonna put it on stopwatch instead of timer because I refuse to lose a quiz because I was too slow. I was the youngest player to win Finals MVP since Magic Johnson. Now, these are called tough riddles. This is not a riddle. This is just a question, and the answer is Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, great. I played with Malik Monk, Winya Gabriel, De'Aaron Fox in college. Malik Monk, Winya Gabriel, De'Aaron Fox in college. That is Bam Adebayo. I was put into the 1989 expansion draft. The year my team won the championship. These are not riddles. These are just questions, and the questions I have answers to. This is Rick Mahorn, the Bad Boy Pistons documentary taught me that. Okay, so December 14th, 1950, I became the first player to score a triple double. Like who is that for? Like who's the target audience to know this type of stuff? Who? I guess like the only way you really know this is if you like a real big NBA nerd, or if like they said it on a broadcast during Russell Westbrook's crazy season. Well, the first triple double was recorded in 1950 on December 14th by Bill Russell. I have no idea. Let's keep going. All right. I had an on-court altercation with Kevin Garnett, leading the writers to give me the nickname Balboa. Okay, so we started off 3 for 3, and since then, I have no idea what this is. Somebody had an on-court altercation with Kevin Garnett. Tough, brave fella. I have no idea. I have the highest steal per game average of all time. Playoffs. Okay, I don't know the answer to this, but let's just guess, people. You feel me? What harm can be done? John Stockton leads the NBA in steals per game or steals total. John Stockton, no. Michael Jordan, no. LeBron James, like just players that I know have a ton of playoff experience and might be doing stuff in the playoffs. Draymond Green, no. Bill Russell. Okay, we skip it. Maybe that's something we can come back to and get right. I was traded from the Jazz to the Celtics in exchange for a third-round pick and in an agreement that my former team will get to play the Celtics twice in the preseason next year. I actually know this, kind of. This sounds so familiar. We got to come back to it. I don't know. I got to come back to it. I was the only player in NBA history from Tunisia. Oh, this is Salah Mejri. How do I spell his name? Mejri. There we go. Boo. I don't know a lot about different countries. I just know a tad bit. I know a tad bit of NBA trivia, and that's one of them. I have a record-breaking 98% from the free throw line. That is going to be Jose Calderon. Everybody knows that one. That's probably the easiest one we got so far. I'm the only player to put up a non-scoring triple-double. Actually, this is the easiest one. This is Draymond Green. He almost had a quadruple-double because he just need 5 more points, 6 more points. Just put the ball in the basket, Draymond. I am currently the only player in NBA history to average 25 points against all 30 teams. I believe this is Mr. Kevin Durantula. It is. In 2001, I logged the most technical fouls. That was Rasheed Wallace. That's so easy. Wallace. I'm the first player to log 10 steals in an NBA game. No shot. Kendall Gill. I'm going to keep doing it. John Stockton. You keep asking steals. I'm going to put John Stockton every single time. But the first player. So we talking. This is probably 1950s. Like, there's no way I'm getting this. Unless 1950s. The first NBA. No. I'm the only starting line. I cannot read. And the only starting lineup in the NBA game to feature 5 starters as a rookie. I am the sole player of those 5 that are still in the league. This was actually the Golden State Warriors back in what season would that have been? The answer is Klay Thompson. But what season was that? What was Klay Thompson the rookie? Yeah. Yao Ming is often mistaken for the first Chinese player to compete in the NBA. It was actually me. This guy, I never know how to pronounce his name. Zuzu. I'm sorry. He actually was drafted like a year before or 2 years before Yao Ming. But obviously he wasn't as good as Yao Ming. So Yao Ming got all the love because Yao Ming was dominant. I'm the first. What am I reading? I am the first. I went to the middle of the sentence before I got to the beginning of the sentence. The first name I am well known by is an altered version of my middle name. My real name, my real first name is William. Is this William Anthony Parker? It is. I initially had the plan to follow my mother's footsteps, working as a doctor in my home country. That's Pau Gasol. I was given a nickname Pitbull as a part of the Detroit Pistons, and later went on to one of the greatest one-hit wonders in Toronto Raptors history. This is Mike James. Yo, only reason I know this because on this channel, like a month ago, we did a quiz or something, and it was like Mike James had a season in Toronto where he averaged like 19 or 20 points per game. I was like, Mike James? The Mike James that played for the Bulls? He had an 18 to 20 point per game season. He absolutely did. I attended Morehead State University. I ain't got to read nothing else. There's only one person I know that went to Morehead. That is Kenneth Fareed. And if it's not Kenneth Fareed, thank you. Then I was just going to skip it. My mother, Elizabeth Larson, was born into the Standing Rock Sioux tribe in North Dakota. In honor of my lineage, I performed a cleaning ceremony on the court against my former team. This is Kyrie Irving. Wow. I never knew like what actual tribe it is. I actually wouldn't have got this if it wasn't for this part. I remember him doing this against the Boston Celtics. And I always knew that he had some type of heritage there, but I've never cared enough to Google it or like look into it. But that's Kyrie Irving. Shout out to Kyrie and this tribe. I grew up rich due to my grandfather selling the company he co-founded for $90 million in 1993. That gives me nothing. That didn't stop me from pursuing a high-paying job as an NBA player and winning a title with the Golden State Warriors. Interesting. A title with the Golden State Warriors. So, I mean, the Golden State Warriors got a lot of titles this decade. So, I mean, I can't guess every single player from that era. Livingston. Oh, my God. What is that? Livingston. I know it's not Iguodala, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green. Festus Ezeli. Is this too much? Should I just skip it? Somebody that won a championship with the Golden State Warriors grew up super rich. I have no idea. I'm gonna skip. I grew up in Wisconsin, where by the time I was 15, I was arrested 15 times. This is tough juice, Karan Butler. Easy. After being drafted by the Utah Jazz, I upgraded my car from a Honda Civic to a Honda Accord. This is Gordon Hayward. Easy. I only arrived to the gym at the same time as other players when I was asked by coaches to give the Timberwolves training staff an extra hour of sleep on the holidays. This is Kevin Garnett. He was a madman. He was just a weird guy, and I mean that in the best possible way. I have the best winning percentage in NBA history. Okay, I don't know this, but let's take some guess. Tony Parker, Tim Duncan. My mind immediately thinks of those guys because the Spurs were always really good. What about Kawhi Leonard? He's never had a losing season, I don't think. Michael Jordan's not going to be there, but I'm going to guess it anyway. Of course, LeBron's not going to be there. I'm going to guess it anyway. I got to do my due diligence. Who else is known for? Kobe had a couple non-playoff years in his career. This is going to be a weird guess. JJ Redick never missed the playoffs in his career, so I thought win percentage, whatever. Okay, let's take previous eras like Larry Bird, like Magic Johnson. It is Magic Johnson. Hey, see, that's why even if you don't know the answer, you just go out there and put some things together. So we're missing 6. Now I do want to say the title says I challenge you to get an 80%. That's what it says, right? It says I challenge you to get an 80%. I gotta do some. I'm gonna pick out my calculator. I don't know how many I need to get right to get an 80%, by the way. 19 divided by 25. I need one more correct. I need one more correct to get a 80 plus. Okay, so I'm never going to get this first to get a triple-double. I'm not going to get this on-court altercation with Kevin Garnett. This could be anybody. I have no idea. I have the highest steal per game average of all time in the playoffs. Playoff steals per game. That could be anybody because you don't even need to have a million playoff games to get this. You just had to have a few, I guess. I'm not getting that one either. I got you. Okay, back to this one. I got traded from the Jazz to the Celtics in exchange for a third-round pick. The third-round pick tells me this is like 1990-something because obviously the NBA draft is now transitioned to a 2-round draft instead of a 3-round draft. So we're thinking about Jazz and Celtics together. That's what we're thinking. My former agreement that my former team would play the Celtics twice in the... Man, I feel like I could get this one, but I have no idea. Jazz to Celtics. Do I need to play some hoop grids type? You feel me? Jazz to Celtics. I don't got it, man. This Golden State Warrior one, I don't got it. I'm so disappointed in myself. I'm not gonna get anything. I'm not gonna get one more. I don't have the answer to any of these. Let's call it. Yep, I got a 76. We knew that. The average scores are 24, so we did a lot better than the average player. Now, it only has 81 plays. It's not like a million people saw it, but we did better than average by a lot, but we did not meet the 80% that Mr. Zoe the Pro set for us. Jerry West has to be the one for the Jazz to Celtics one, because none of these other names make sense. Baron Davis. What is Baron Davis for? Baron Davis playoff series. He's got a lot of steals. In 10 series, he's got 114 steals. And that's counting like his first 2 series where he didn't even play a ton. So he's the guy that had all the steals. Wow. Okay. Zaza Pachulia had to be the one that fought with Kevin Garnett. And then Fred Roberts and Andy Phillip have to be the ones that was like first triple double or 10 steals first. I don't know. Hey man, I failed ultimately at the goal of 80%, but I got a lot better than the average players. I take that as a win.